Today on 55 Plus No Limits, we sit down with Rhode Island Emergency Management Director Peter Gaynor to learn how to best prepare for severe weather events and other emergencies. Then, we will take a peek at the wonderful artworks created by local artists and featured in the New Hope Art Gallery show. Plus, we will explore mail scamming and how you can avoid becoming a victim of this growing crime. All this in today's 55 Plus No Limits. Are you prepared? September is National Preparedness Month. This year, first responders are asking you to take action now, to make a plan with your community, your family, and for your pets. A plan which helps you to stay safe and communicate during the disasters that can affect our area. Let's learn more. Today, I'm here with Peter Gaynor, Rhode Island Emergency Management Director, who is here to talk about being prepared. As older Americans, we have a responsibility for taking care of ourselves in all different types of situations. And today, Peter is here to help us make those plans so that we're ready for any contingency that should come up. So welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Sue, for inviting me.
Thank you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? I know that you are a recent appointee. You were previously the Emergency Management Director for the City of Providence, and you were in the Marine Corps. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I'm in my current position as of this past January. I came on board for Governor Raimondo on the 20th of January, and as luck would have it, I had a blizzard on the 25th of January.
Of course, right?
So we started out with a bang. And prior to that, like you said, I was the Emergency Management Director for the City of Providence for 7 years. And then prior to that, I retired as a United States Marine Corps infantry officer.
So here in Rhode Island, what types of incidents do we need to be prepared for?
So I'll start with the obvious ones. We're still in hurricane season on the beginning of September, and hurricane season will last to the last day of November. So summertime, hurricanes, thunderstorms, hail, and as we transition into winter, obviously snowstorms, ice storms, and then into spring, flooding. And again, we go back to 2010 floods, Cranston, many communities flooded out by rains, and then the cycle starts all over again. So those are probably the big three seasonal hazards that we worry about. But we do training and planning for a whole host of other hazards, terrorism, cybersecurity. We did training on Ebola. So there's all sorts of different hazards out there that we try to keep up with. So there's plenty of work to be done.
I think for our demographic group, our senior population, I do think the weather contingencies are the ones that most affect that group. So when we talk about being prepared and making a plan, what does that exactly mean? What should be in a plan? Can you go through that with us?
Sure. So our bumper sticker for preparedness is the first 72 hours is on you, and so the first 72 hours, 3 days, that a resident or a business may need to be prepared for, because depending on the hazard and the duration of the event, you may not be able to get a public safety first responder to your house or to your business because the crisis is so widespread. So we want you to prepare for at least 72 hours to be on your own. And the three ways we ask residents to do that is make a kit, have a communications plan, and then have a method to stay informed. So making a kit is pretty straightforward. It's all the things you probably already know. So a first aid kit, a flashlight in case you lose your power. Do you have food, drinking water? Do you have a way to charge your cell phone? Do you have extra batteries for hearing aids, especially when the older adults? Do you have an extra set of glasses? Do you have medication for at least 3-7 days? Again, all the things that you probably have in your house in different locations and drawers spread out all over the place. So we encourage residents to take all those things, put them in a bag, put them in a bucket, and have it available. Make sure your family knows where those things are and what they're for. And then secondly is a communications plan. Do you have a contact list of all your emergency contacts? So friends, relatives, do you know how to get a hold of them should you need help? Do they know how to get a hold of you should you need help and not be able to communicate? So again, some pretty obvious stuff, but being able to have a plan and other people to know what your plan is important, especially for older adults. If you have in-home care, somebody comes to visit you, have you talked to that care provider to say, hey, if we have a blizzard or we have something that prevents you from coming to me every day or whatever, that periodically they visit you, how does that work in an emergency? When will I see you? How do I communicate with you? So I encourage older adults to ask those questions if you have in-home care. If you have some special need for a medical device that requires power, is there a way to power that? Do you need it full time? Do you have a generator? Have you called National Grid to tell them that you have a need for power in an emergency?
Is there a special line?
There is. There's actually a form that you can get online, and I have a copy for you.
Okay.
That I'll leave with you, and you can apply through National Grid and to tell them that you have this special medical requirement for emergency power.
I know here at the center too, through our social services division, for residents of Cranston, that they can fill out a form, and if there's any type of special need, especially if they're homebound.
Correct.
And then we share that with our emergency responders here in the city. But this program is also statewide, so seniors that are watching this throughout the state of Rhode Island can either call National Grid or
go online, and there's a form you can download and then mail into National Grid. You can also go online to the Department of Health Rhode Island Special Needs Registry, and again, I think that's the program that you're talking about, where
yes.
you can fill out a form that indicates what medical challenges or functional needs that you have that you may need assistance in an emergency or disaster, and that goes to the health department. They put it into their system, and then we share that out with every emergency manager across the state. So if should something happen and you have a particular medical requirement, your local emergency manager should know that, because that data is shared.
So can you tell me, what is a good resource and a way for folks to get information during a crisis?
It's a great question, Sue. So the state of Rhode Island, through my agency, we just purchased this mass notification resource called Code Red. So every single community in Rhode Island, hopefully by the end of the year, will have access to Code Red. You can sign up, it's for free. And if you have a cell phone, it has an app that you can download. But so when the emergency information is generated either by the National Weather Service or by FEMA or by the state of Rhode Island or your local municipality, you can get that on your phone. So whether it's a weather alert, flash flooding, thunderstorms, or some other unique hazard in your community, your local officials can generate a message through Code Red to your telephone or to your email, or through voice over a recorded message over a phone, right to you. And again, it's free. It's very simple to sign up for. And again, we encourage all residents to take advantage of Code Red. It's
so
already
how
in
do
20.
they do that? How do they get that?
So you can go to our website at riema.ri.gov, and there's a link right on the front page, and
Okay.
and take you to the Code Red registration page. You can fill in your name and your address, and you can sign up for different kinds of alerts, and it's instantaneous. You'll be inducted into the system automatically. And if you can't do it online, I know you can call your emergency manager, and they'll help you get registered.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds like a great system. Now, are you saying, can everyone do this right as of today?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Everyone can do it. Again, we'll complete the entire rollout to the entire state, hopefully by the end of October. But right now, it's in about half of the communities have enrolled in it.
So if somebody who is viewing this program today and they're in a community that doesn't have it, to be patient, and after October they should be able to register?
Actually, I think during this month of September, you'll see your community listed, and so again, we're in a process of rolling it out, and then I think fully across the state, it'll be complete by the end of October.
I think that is excellent. So even if somebody isn't technologically advanced, you can get an alert with a phone call message, even if it's on a landline.
Yeah.
Or to your computer
or
on an
text,
email.
correct.
Or a text, so
Correct.
it's not, or it's, so any of those methods. That sounds fabulous.
And I think if you have an older adult, you can actually, if you're a son or daughter or a son-in-law or sister-in-law, you can actually sign them up. You can sign them up if you know their phone number and all the contact information. So
Wonderful.
If you don't have access to a computer, find somebody who does, and they can do it for you.
Well, we're going to have people on the computers all day today because we're going to get them signed up for the special needs registry, the code red, and everything else that they can, where they can get information. So that's wonderful.
All right.
Well, I really appreciate your taking the time to come with us today, and I am so excited that you're the person leading a lot of those efforts.
Well, thank you.
So,
It was a pleasure to be here today.
well, thank you, and we will keep you apprised of all the different information that you need to put your own emergency preparedness kits together. It has been an exciting summer for us here at the center as we welcomed the New Hope Art Gallery to our facility. The beautiful and thought-provoking artworks have transformed our walls and have provided local artists with a public space to display over 300 pieces. Let's take a tour with Gallery Director Ricky Gagnon. Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Sue, how are you?
Excellent, and especially since the New Hope Gallery has joined us here at the center. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it and tell us a little bit about how you came to be and how we were fortunate enough to get you here at the center.
Well, what happened was I began the gallery about 5 years ago at the Thomas Slater Training School. My friend Lisa Berduti asked me to try to get some artwork into the main entrance of the building, so I came up with an idea to create a gallery there. And what started as 15 pieces began expanding each show.
It started with 15?
15 pieces, yes.
Wait till you see how many we have here.
Well, eventually, over 5 years, it went from 15 to almost 350 pieces. Because I kept saying, we love what you're doing, we want more, we want more. So it just kept growing and growing. So
well, it's incredible, and the transformation that has taken place here at the center between our members, but even the staff, it's just been remarkable, and we're thrilled to have you here. So this summer, we launched our summer opening, and can you tell me a little bit about what it was that made you decide to come here to the Cranston Senior Enrichment Center?
When I got the notice that we weren't going to be able to be at the other location anymore, I really was planning on taking like a little bit of a break, and then that didn't last because within a day you had contacted me about coming here. So I don't know, when I came to see the center, it just felt like it was the perfect place to kind of continue what we've been doing. Because the goal has always been to get, it's open to all artists, to get everybody involved in the artistic process, to certainly we'll be showing some of the resident art at the training school as well. So now we're hoping to get more senior art in as we start working with them a little bit more, hopefully. So.
Well, what I really like about this show in particular, first of all, I love art, and I love all different types of art, but it is a very eclectic gallery. It's exposing all of us to so many different styles and techniques, and I mean, I'm looking at just the different types that we have here on our gallery wall here.
We have a lot of different things. Like this piece is by Jack Donahue. It's watercolor.
That's beautiful.
He works mostly in watercolors. This is another one of his pieces here.
And then does it look like we've got some photography work?
Actually, this is photography by Rachel Mars. I'm going to say her name wrong and I'll get in trouble. Mars, I can't say her last name. Marzowski.
Rachel, you did a good job.
The first name I'm good at, the last name I mess up. And these are by Jay Eggy. He works with pastels.
Those are not
Those aren't
Pictures?
photographs. No, that's pastel work. He does a little bit of everything, but he's really known for his pastels.
That is incredible. They are so lifelike, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know what has been fun
and-
for me is to hear the seniors and our members as they walk on by, the different pieces and how they touch them. And it conjures up different memories. There's different family stories that come up. If you were able to see the center before this summer opening in August, Ricky and his gallery and his great curators, in literally within a week, transformed the entire look of the center, and we're so grateful to have you here.
It really does make a huge difference to have artwork on the walls. We were sad leaving the other place because there was so much life on the walls, and it does make a difference. And you know, we rotate shows every 4 months, so you know, come November when our next show comes, we'll get what we get, and we start all over. We never know what we're going to get.
But it's really incredible, and I do love, like I said, the really.
Yeah, we mix
something
this.
like
This is an oil piece by Paula Colella, and then we have, I believe these are oils as well by Joanne King. Then we have some photography. We really get a little mix of everything. These are all these pieces here, except this one's mine. I take responsibility for the big piece.
I like
but
that.
the rest of these smaller ones are all by the members of Hillsgrove House.
How
and they
wonderful.
work in a group. They all work on one piece and create abstracts, but then they're going to start working on all kinds of stuff. So it's really great. We try to keep it open to everybody to be able to show.
So all of your artists, even though they're showing here, their pieces are for sale, isn't that correct?
Yes, everything's for sale, and all of the sale money, we don't take any commission, so all the money that the artists sell, they get directly. So it's really nice that the artists can get all of the money. So.
Well, what we love too is we leave all the negotiating here at the center too, between the artist and the buyers. So it's really a nice.
It makes it easier.
It just does.
Yes.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here, and we do hope that you will all come by and take a moment to really take in this incredible show. As Ricky said, there's over 300 pieces here that are on our walls here at the center, and they're all very different, and we invite you to come on and stop on by and take a look. We've got sculptures, we've got a little bit of everything, so please make it a point to put this on your schedule in the next coming months, especially now that we're getting into the fall.
Yes.
This is a perfect time for people
It's a
to
good
come and
time
see
to
what we've
come
got
and
going
see
on
art.
inside. Yes.
So, and I believe our next show will be mid-November, and everything will rotate again. So every 4 months we have a whole new show coming in.
Well, this is wonderful.
Be
Thanks,
lots to
Ricky.
say. Thank you.
We are
Glad-
thrilled to collaborate with you.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm glad we're here. It's going to be a great thing. So.
Well, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
thanks to all your artists. Mail fraud is a common way for thieves to steal money or identification information from people. Types of fraud include sending out fake prize offers, stealing someone's mail to obtain financial information, or using your mail information to steal an identity. Today, we will share tips on how you can avoid mail fraud to keep your identity and your money safe.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Kevorkian, Social Services Director here at the Cranston Senior Enrichment Center. The Social Services Division is comprised of myself, Social Caseworker Karen Porto, and Community Information Specialist Cindy Calenda. Our team can assist seniors in many ways. For example, we help complete applications for financial, food, housing, and heating assistance programs. We also provide information and referral. We're available by appointment to be seen in our office or in your own home. Today, I have here with me Postal Inspector Bernadette Lundbaum and Customer Service Representative Donna Mahala to talk about mail fraud and postal services that can be accessed from home. Can you tell us a little bit about your agency and exactly what a postal inspector is and does?
Sure. Well, the Postal Inspection Service, first of all, is one of the oldest law enforcement agencies in the country. We are the law enforcement arm of the Postal Service. So our mission is to secure the nation's mail system, protect the U.S. Postal Service, and really to ensure the customer's confidence in the mail. postal inspectors are federal law enforcement agents. We carry firearms, we make arrests, we serve subpoenas. There's approximately 1,500 postal inspectors across the country. We enforce about 200 federal statutes. And again, all in an effort to combat the criminals who attack the Postal Service or try to defraud or endanger consumers.
Bernadette, can you tell us what types of crime you investigate?
Sure. Again, we are federal investigators, and the types of crimes that we investigate would be anything that would endanger postal customers or postal employees. So, for example, we would work robberies of postal employees, burglaries of postal facilities, dangerous mail investigations, narcotics in the mail, revenue fraud against the Postal Service, and mail fraud.
Can you tell us a little bit about foreign lotteries?
Sure. Well, what we're seeing right now, what's most prevalent with mail fraud, is a scam called foreign lottery scams. And basically what that is a type of scam that primarily targets the elderly. So the way it would work would be an individual would receive a telephone call or a letter in the mail indicating that they were the lucky winner of some big lottery or sweepstakes. And generally, it's a scam. It's a scam.
Is there any particular country that these scams are originating from?
Currently, we're seeing them primarily coming from Jamaica, so we call them the Jamaican foreign lottery scams.
And how does the scam actually work?
Well, as I indicated, initially what happens is the recipient will either receive a postcard or receive a telephone call indicating that they are the lucky winner of a prize. The con man will initially make contact and just pretty much build a rapport with the individual. Initially, they'll just ask for, just to confirm some information, the individual's name, their address. Subsequently, however, the individual will receive additional phone calls whereby the con man will ask for money. So that should be a red flag. Anytime you're told that you've won something, a lottery, a sweepstake, a prize, and you have to pay money, that's a red flag. It's a scam. So again, the bad guy, the con man, will ask for, say initially, attorney's fees to release this big prize. And the recipient gets so excited, they think that they've won, say, $5 million. When they're asked for $1,000, it really doesn't seem like that much in order to get that $5 million. So the recipient will go ahead, or I guess at this point we'll call them the victim. The victim will go ahead and they'll mail off $1,000 cash. After they receive that, of course, the prize doesn't come. And then they're told that they have to release more funds for, say, a processing fee. And so it goes. The victim is asked for money, and the carrot dangling at the end of the stick is really pretty large. At some point, the victims feel that they're so invested that they want to keep paying a little bit more in order to receive that prize, but the prize never comes.
What should someone do if they receive a lottery solicitation?
Okay, first of all, we recommend that you don't take any action, that you don't pay any money out, or you don't submit your name for these lotteries, because I hate to use the term, but what the con men use the term is a suckers list. Once you bite a little bit, once you mail a check, or once you enroll or try to get things going, you're going to receive a lot of solicitations. So what we recommend is just to either shred that letter or report it to your local post office or to the inspection service, the postal inspection service. I do have a toll-free number for that. Would you like that now?
Sure.
Sure. It's 1-877-876-2455.
Great. Bernadette, you've provided a wealth of information. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And now I'd like to talk to Donna Mahala. I'd like to introduce her. She is a customer service rep from the post office, and I have a couple of questions for you. So what type of services can a senior access if they are homebound?
If they're homebound, we have the Stamps by Mail program where they can ask their carrier for an envelope and they can send a check, and the postage is already paid. They give it back to their carrier and they'll get it in the mail, some stamps. If if they have access to the computer, they can go to USPS.com, and they can do a lot of things with that. They can also leave their mail or packages that they want to mail for the carrier, as long as they have the postage on them. That carrier can pick up their letters every day that they're delivering to them.
So Donna, can you tell us what seniors can do in the wintertime when they're not able to shovel their mailman's walk?
Sure. The mail will be held at the post office as long as the mailman cannot get to the mailbox. We want to keep it safe for the mailman, but also for the customer too. So we'll hold the mail. When they can get out, maybe they can get out of their driveway, they could come to the post office and pick it up until the mailbox can be cleared.
And if a postal worker were to see mail piling up at a home, would they make contact with anyone at that point if they had concerns?
They do. The carriers are very concerned for the elderly, and they know their customers, and they always bring it to our attention when they see mail accumulating in the box. There's a program, the Carrier Alert Program, that was founded in 1981. It's the Postal Service and the National Association of Letter Carriers who developed the program so that when mail accumulates, the carrier notifies the post office. What we do is work with the local servicing agency, and customers can apply. The agency would have their name and number, their information, and the agency lets the post office know this person wants to be on the Carrier Alert Program. And we put a sticker, a decal in their mailbox, so that lets the carrier know they're on the Carrier Alert Program. And if they do see the mail accumulate, they'll let us know. We contact the servicing agency, and they can have someone go out and check on the customer.
Great. Thank you so much. Bernadette, I see you brought some resources with you.
Yes, actually, we have a whole series of DVDs that speak to specific fraud scams that we're currently seeing. Some of them are about identity theft, about that foreign lottery scam I talked about, internet scams. So I can leave these here at the senior center, and maybe you folks can show the seniors if they're interested in seeing some of these DVDs.
Great, thank you so
Okay?
much.
Yeah, great, no problem.
Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague David Kiroa, RSVP Director here at the Cranston Senior Enrichment Center, to share some exciting news.
Thank you, Jennifer. Like Jennifer said, I manage the RSVP program, which stands for Retired Senior Volunteer Program. We're recruiting right now people who need to be 55 years of age and older, and we're training individuals to help us go into the manners where we can train other seniors on how to protect themselves from scams. Because the FBI has stated that scams on seniors is the crime of the past century and this century. So seniors are targeted because people think they have a lot of money sitting in their accounts, and some of them live alone, and once they become a victim, seniors for the most part don't let their family members know they have made a mistake. That's why they're targeted. So if you want to learn more about this and become part of a special unit who's going to go out and train and help other seniors, please contact me here at the Senior Center. The number, you're going to see it below on the screen as well, but if you want to write it down, it's 401-780-6180. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching.
Thank you for joining us, and see you next time on 55 Plus No Limits.